Okay, we're going to look at number 63. Number 63 is Aloha A and Accent on Achievement, book number 1. A couple of things that I want to really point out. This book right here has basically or this, not this book, but this exercise has basically taken things that we learned in number 45, number 50, and number 57 and has kind of applied it into one exercise, okay? Remember, when we're looking at a brand new piece of music, the very first thing that we're going to look at or point out is right there, the key signature. Okay? The key signature. We have 3 flats, which means we're actually in the key of E flat. Okay? We've not played really in the key of E flat before. This exercise right here goes hand in hand with on page 37 and your E flat major thirds and your E flat major scale. Okay, so as you're working on this one, it really helps you if you can work with those scales hand in hand. Okay, and again, that's on page 37, just like we work on in class. It means you're going to play. You're not going to play any second positions trombones. It's all going to be third position. Okay, the E, it's because it's going to be E flat and A flat. Baritones, it's all going to be first valve. Okay, so the first note that really affects is this note right here, and that is an A flat, and that is third position or first valve. Okay, that's that right there. When I hear students play this, that's really the number one thing that messes them up. Okay, the next thing that we got to point out is we have again, we're dealing with a pickup note. So once again, just like in number 57, how many beats do you see here? 1, 2, 3. Where's beat 4? We've taken beat 4 where it should be right here, and we have moved it, boom, to the very beginning of this piece of music. Okay? Now, unlike the number 57, that is only 4. So the way we would count that is, I'd count you off as 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. 4, 1, right? Because that's beat 4. It's not 1. A lot of students, when we're first looking at these, they think they'll go 1, 1, but that's beat 4. Okay. Now, the next thing I got to point out for you is we've got some different dynamic markings. Okay. Because music is awfully boring if you play the same volume all of the time. If you ever had a teacher who has talked like this, it's called talking monotone. There's no rise, there's no fall to the voice. We don't want there to not be rise and fall to our music, okay? So you're going to start out soft. F means forte, which means you're going to play loud, okay? So you're going to start soft, then get loud, back to soft, and then you're going to finish loud, okay? So that's something that's important to point out as you're preparing this, because when you're about to pass it off, I'm really going to listen for dynamics, and that's what we call dynamic contrast. We have again, you see it here. We have slurs. Okay, these are not natural slurs unless you have an F attachment trombone. Okay, if you have an F attachment trombone, then you just go first position B flat, first position or trigger, first position C. You don't have to articulate it. Okay. However, if you don't have an F attachment, you have to say to do, right? That's what I really want to stress and hit home. You have to say to do. Other than that, there is not a single natural slur in this entire exercise if you do not have an F attachment. Okay? We want to, again, I want to kind of show you the difference between. See this? Remember that is a tie, and it's a tie because it's those two notes are the exact same. This right here, however, is a slur. So don't let that get you confused. Now, rhythmically, as students begin to play this, let me clean this page up a little bit because I don't want it to get confusing looking. Rhythmically, students tend to cheat this note right here. They want to play it like a quarter note, and they tend to cheat this dotted half note. Remember, the dot makes it 3 counts in this instance. So before we get ready to play, what I would love for you to do is I would love for you to circle that note right there, and I would like you to write a flat sign above it, okay? I'd also like you to circle these 2 notes, put a flat sign above it. Again, this note, put a flat sign above it. That way, because A flat is still relatively new to us, okay? And again, that's third position or first valve, okay? So, what I'm going to do now is I am going to count this first, and then I'll go back and we will and take time to say the articulation, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 4, 1, 3, 1. 4, 1, 3, 1. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1. 4, 1, 3, 1. 4, 1, 3, 1. 4, 1. 4, 1, 2, 4, 1. Now, I do want to say one more thing. This measure right here is going to not throw fits, but give you fits. Okay, it's a little bit. Our brains don't like the way it lays out as young musicians. Okay, remember it's one. Let's try this. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 4. Okay, so be aware of that. Now, I will try to say the articulations this time, and as I'm doing that, I will do my best to show you the different dynamics. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 2, do, 2, 2. 2, do, 2, 2. 2, 2, do, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, do, 2, do, 2, 2, 2, do, 2, 2. 2, 2, 2, 2, do, 2, 2. Now, for those of you playing at home, Reeves messed that up, okay? It should be 2, do, okay? And then, as always, watch the rest, right? We tend to cheat the rest. Don't let that happen, okay? I think you'll really enjoy this one. It lays on the slide easily. Again, the big thing that gets us is this A, knowing that these are A flats, okay? So the key signature. And the rhythm every once in a while. Okay? Good luck.